Hello friends, today we will discuss about the topic route of drug administration. Yes, this is very important topic from pharmacology, so you need to listen to the whole subject till the end of the video. Okay, let's discuss what is the route of drug administration and why is it so important, and the various routes of drug administration along with their classification. Okay, don't delay, let's start our video. Route of drug administration is very important factor that influences the absorption of a drug. Yes, biological lag is determined by the route of administration. Do you know what is biological lag? Biological lag is the interval between administration of a drug and development of response. I'll repeat this. Biological lag is the interval between administration of the drug and development of response. Okay, what are the factors to choose the route of administration? How do we really choose the route for the drug administration for a particular drug? Let's discuss these factors first. The first one is physical chemical properties of the drug, like solid, liquid, gases, solubility, etc. Second one is the site of desired action. Where do we need the action? Is it a localized action or approachable or generalized action? Whatever. The site of desired action is very important. Rate and extent of absorption of the drug from different routes should be considered while we select the route of drug administration. Effect of digestive juices and first pass metabolism on the drug should also be considered. Rapidity with which the response is decided is the main factor which we need to concentrate. The condition of the patient. Yes, is he conscious or unconscious, or does he have any vomitings? These all the things we should keep in our mind while we select a drug route for administration. Okay, drug route of administration can be broadly classified into two: local action or systemic action. Okay, this is the classification. It's nothing but local action or systemic action. What the action we really need. The local routes includes the topical route, deeper tissues, atrial supplies. Okay, I'll repeat it. The local routes include three topics: topical route, deeper tissues, and atrial supply. And the systemic routes include the oral, sublingual, rectal, cutaneous, inhalation, nasal, and parenteral routes. Got it? So let's discuss one by one about these routes of drug administration. The topical route. Topical route is external application of the drug to the surface for the localized action. Yes, and it's a skin or mucous membranes. Yeah, there are two options like skin. You can topically use it for skin or mucous membranes. Okay, depends, like mouth, pharynx, ears, eyes, GI tracts, bronchi, lungs, urethra, vagina, anal canal, anything. These are the topical routes. Okay, and the deeper tissues contain intra-articular injection or intrathecal injection, like that. Atrial supply will consist of close intra-atrial injections. This is generally used for angiography. Okay, angiography, or sometimes in anti-cancer drugs also. These can be infused in femoral or brachial artery to localize the effect for limb malignancies. These are about the local routes. Local routes, as we told, they are topical, deeper tissues and atrial supplies. Topical are skin and mucous membranes, and deeper tissues are for intra-atrial injection, intrathecal injections. Atrial supplies are for intra-arterial injections. They are generally used for angiography and anti-cancer drugs. These are about the local routes. Let's discuss about the systemic route. Systemic route of drug administration through which are intended to absorb into the blood and distributed all over, included in the site of action through circulation. Did you get it? Through circulation, this is achieved. The action should be achieved. Okay, this is systemic route. So, systemic routes, as we told, we'll discuss one by one. First one is oral route. Okay, oral ingestion is the general and oldest route of administration. This is very convenient and literally they like a tablets what we have taken. We don't really need anyone's assistance. This is not invasive, so it's not painful and like that. So these are cheaper also. Okay. So, but this oral route of drug administration has some limitations. Okay. Action is really slow. Yes, this is not very suitable in the times of emergencies. Unpalatable drugs are there, like paraldehyde. We cannot even take it. Okay, and sometimes they cause nausea, vomitings, and sometimes the unconscious patients or uncooperative patients we cannot use this route of administration. Other important limitation is sometimes some drugs are destroyed by the digestive juices like penicillin G, insulin. They will be destroyed by the digestive juices or in the liver they will be destroyed. That's why oral route is it's a limitation in some conditions. The conditions we discussed, you need to remember these conditions. Okay, next route is sublingual or buccal route. Okay, sublingual means these drugs are placed under the tongue, okay, and crushed in the mouth and spread over buccal mucosa. Got it? These drugs are placed under your tongue and crushed in the mouth so that they'll spread over the buccal mucosa. Only lipid-soluble drugs can be administered. Okay? Then let's go to the other route, that is intra-atrial route. Okay. Intra-atrial route is injected directly into an artery. The effect of drug can be localized in particular organ or tissue by choosing the appropriate artery. Okay. Then rectal route is used when certain unpleasant drugs or irritant drugs are used. Okay. For systemic effect, they are used as suppositories or enemas. And then the next route is cutaneous. Highly lipid-soluble drugs can be applied over the skin for slow and prolonged absorption. Okay. And next route is the inhalation. Like volatile liquids and gases are given by inhalation for systemic action. For example, general anesthetics, amyl nitrate are used in this route of drug administration. Inhalation is this. Then in this next one is nasal. Mucous membrane of the nose can readily absorb many drugs. Digestive juices and liver are bypassed. However, only certain drugs like desmopressin are applied as spray or nebulized solution used by this route. Okay. Next one is parenteral route. Parenteral route, as we all know, it's subcutaneous or intramuscular or intravenous. The drug is injected in one of the large skeletal muscles, that is called intramuscular. If the drug is injected as a bolus or infused slowly or in superficial veins, that is called intravenous. And subcutaneous is drug is deposited in loose cutaneous tissue which is richly supplied by nerves. Okay, these are the, and again another is one intradermal injection. In this, the drug is injected into the skin, raising a bulb. Example, BCG vaccine, like that. And many other new drug delivery systems are also there, like Occusert. These drugs are placed directly under the eyelid, and some prodrugs, that some inactive drug which is after administration, it will be metabolized into an active drug like L-Dopa. Okay, these are the new drug delivery systems. So when you write an exam, you have to write about all these things. Let's revise this. Just route of drugs administration. First, list out how we select certain route for a drug to administer. Factors like physical, chemical properties, site of desired actions, and the condition of the patient, like this. And then the classification of this route of drug administration. There are two classes, like local action and systemic action. Local routes and systemic routes. Local routes are topical, deeper tissues, and atrial supplies. And systemic routes are oral, sublingual, rectal, cutaneous, inhalation, nasal, and parenteral. In parenteral, we have subheadings like subcutaneous, intramuscular, and intravenous injections. So this, and you can also write about the novel drug delivery systems like ocular and prodrug concepts. This is all about the drug delivery, drug administrations, route of drug administration. So this is all about first part. I hope you like this video. If you really like this video, please share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye bye.